this, he gets to speak all he wants.
Let's maintain orders, please.
Yes, garbage, not due process, you know it.
You know, I need you to maintain order, or I will have to ask you to please move. I want you to be part of these, please. Let's maintain orders.
But what you're doing is still unlawful.
Please have a seat and let's maintain order so we can proceed.
What about the other owner of the road? There's another owner of the road. I brought it to this one, it wasn't addressed. What about the other owner of the road?
Can we maintain order? Can we maintain orders, please? Let's maintain orders, please.
You haven't addressed my questions.
I'm not here for you.
Hey, who you are?
Hey, let's maintain orders. Let's maintain orders. Let's maintain orders.
Just for you.
Let's maintain orders.
Not just for you.
You said it.
Hey,
It's on the record.
I'll call for a recess.
It's on transcript now.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth on this matter and now before the Planning Commission?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. We're going to start from far left, my far left, to your far right, going this way, please. State your name, where you live, and proceed. Thank you.
Morning again, my name is Dwight Vicente, represent Hawaiian Kingdom. I live in Waikauka. The cited federal law, which is limited to Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3 of the U.S. Constitution, is 13 states. And if any, if goes beyond that, is Article 4, Section 3, Clause 1 and 2, which is limited to the Ohio River Valley. They applied the Northwest Ordinance to this kingdom in 1875 with the Reciprocity Treaty that King Kalakaua and the U.S. President did not sign. So anytime you cite the federal law, it does not apply here. The Hawaiian Homes was created under the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. That's why you have the blood quantum and the public trust doctrine and the homestead program. And they go under planned development. So your jurisdiction, if you have any, would be limited to the Hawaiian Homes or the ceded land, 1,750,000 acres. It was illegally ceded in 1898 by the Banana Republic of Hawaii to the United States and incorporated under Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2 of the U.S. Constitution. So, as I stated earlier, you're in the wrong location. You should be up at, this meeting should be held at the Prince Kuiu Plaza. And your jurisdiction is limited to the Hawaiian Homes program. Planned development. This subject property is outside, it was not ceded in 1898. So the State Land Use Commission, this Planning Commission, all do not have jurisdiction over this subject property. And the same goes for federal law and state law. Because the state of Hawaii too is also, and the county is limited to the Hawaiian Homes Commission. So with this, I'll end with the reservation of the rights of this kingdom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vicente. If you can speak directly to the mic, please. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good morning. My name is Chad Ha'a. I am a sovereign Hawaiian, and I come now to assert my bloodline heirship title to the Crown lands. My great-great-great-grandfather is Kauiki Aole Kamehameha III. He is the author of the Declaration of Rights 1839 and the foundation of lawful governance in Hawaii name. Now these lands are not ceded, okay? They have been unlawfully seized for 127 years by the occupying power, the United States Corporation. The county and state of Hawaii do not have lawful title or jurisdiction over these lands. You people have never produced lawful evidence, and oh man, you guys is sorry, but I'm choking up. I don't know what to say about this kind of stuff. Okay, the county and state of Hawaii, you guys don't have lawful title or jurisdiction over these lands. You people have never produced lawful evidence to prove such a claim. So come forward and honor and cease and desist from criminal behavior. You know? Yes, I am the descendant of Kawikaole, and this Aina belongs to my family. Hawaiians have undivided interest on the Creator's law as codified, like Hawaiian Kingdom Hawaii Pae Aina. You cannot make rules for Aina that you don't own. Stop breaking the law. You can have your minute, sister. I'm done. God bless you guys.
Mahalo, Mr. Ha.
I've been doing it 6 years now. I have all kind of forensic evidence of dishonor and default. And this is, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. If I make a claim that the state of Hawaii doesn't have lawful title or jurisdiction, then you would think all the thousands of people, the hundreds of people, plenty of people who know the truth cannot dig up some kind of evidence that the state is lawful. And we go through this hour after hour, day after day, and none of you guys ask the question like, hey Gene, why don't you shut up already? Because here's the facts. We have lawful title, therefore lawful jurisdiction. Shut up already. You don't have the capacity to see 2 + 2 = 4. I'm saying 2 + 2 is 4, and you keep acting like 2 + 2 is 5. You bring up the FCC. Does the FCC have proof of lawful jurisdiction in Hawaii? Do you? Do you have proof that the state of Hawaii is lawful in Hawaii? Okay, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody because everybody knows the truth, even the ones who carry the deadly weapon. Okay, so you guys are in default. Nothing new. It sucks. It really is terrible because we're moving closer to violence. When you strip people's right to their unalienable right to due process and full disclosure, that's a crime. That's harm. And we are setting the groundwork for the reason why there are civil wars. Okay, so here's the default. Last month, February 6th, you had a notice of title correction. Everybody got one. And also cease and desist. Cease and desist from legislating and enforcing as if you have title and jurisdiction to do so. You don't. Why don't you say, I don't know what to do. I don't have a treaty of annexation that would move the ball forward so greatly. You don't have to have a silver bullet solution, although there's a powerful solution in the U.S. Constitution that I'm presuming, I know he swore an oath to it. I don't know if you guys did. You swore, pledged an oath to the U.S. Constitution. Article 6, Clause 2 is called the Supremacy of Treaties Clause. So if you don't have a treaty of annexation, what is our true status? It is an occupation.
Thank you.
Did I say anything that's not true? Okay, well, if I did, stop me. If it's an occupation, what is the law of occupation? The Supremacy of Treaties Clause, highest law in America. I'm not in America, but we are occupied. What that means, and I put it in this notice, it means that you must legislate and enforce in accordance to the law and the title of the land you are occupying. Now, if the state of Hawaii is lawful and this is not an occupation, bring your evidence. Because now we hold the law. This is a default notification. You're all going to get one. You're going to get evidence that the families that have Konohiki airship title, higher title than the county, higher title than the state, they're not above the law, but believe me, Kanakamo'ole have title. The bones in the ground prove they're standing. Okay? So you get your notification of default. What does this all mean, that you're in default? That means we possess the law. And as I mentioned earlier, the law means the body of rules that gives a party, a group of individuals, the right to enforce the law, even with violence, to protect what is true. Okay? Don't let us go to that. If you remove our due process, if you remove our dignity and logic and the law, God don't make no junk.
Mr. Tamashio, start wrapping up.
Yeah, I'm warning you guys, okay? Because I'm obligated to. I'm warning you. If you rubber stamp this tower, or if you send it to circuit court, you're still in the state of Hawaii. You send it to the Supreme Court, you're still in America, Federal Corporation, District of Columbia, 1871. I will be there physically to stop anybody who trespass on our right to full disclosure and substantive due process. Okay? God bless you.
Amen.
Do the right thing.
First, I'd like to say, Father, please forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. I sit in here and I listen to the people who were born and raised on these islands, who've lived here for generations and generations and generations, some of them from the beginning of time. And you all know how these lands were taken from them. You are some of those families sitting before me. And you don't even want to look these people in the eye. You want to look somewhere else. You want to read a piece of paper. You want to ignore it, act like it's not happening. Like Mr. Tamashiro always says, we were all born into this. We're waiting for that hero. The hero isn't sitting on this side of the room. Their hero has to be on the other side of the room. The one who's causing the oppression and the suppression and the lies to continue. It appalls me. What are you teaching your children and your grandchildren? Really? That's what you want to pass along? Once again, Father, please forgive them, for they know not what they do. Thank you.
Amen.
Mahalo. Questions from the question? All right, thank you very much.